Spare a coin for the hungry.
This is my shield, but there's no part of my soul inside. We need to look somewhere else. But I can feel the missing part. Close. Maybe it's the men here. Maybe it needs something from us.
I wasn't expecting company.
Welcome to Grail's bookshop. No reading without buying. And if you're here for porn, kindly leave before you start. Aye. Look, I don't begrudge anybody their reading habits. Each to their own. But some things should be kept private. Aye. Not only can I read, I can even make recommendations. Imagine that. So, if you have a joke to tell, don't bother. I'm pretty sure I've heard them all. Perhaps it is. But you'd think that so-called civilized people would accept it with more grace. Hearing the same crude comments over and over again makes me feel like I've never left the training grounds. Then there are the braver ones who tell me I'm not welcome here. Hell, it's just like talking to my sister. They all have more in common than they think, although mostly it's just prejudice. Before you... Oh, expecting a wee one? Congratulations! Lucky you. I don't think I've seen a newborn in Cunicht for as long as I've lived here. Oh, is it now? Well, well, well. And why can't he come home and buy it himself? Oh, that's precious. I chased him off because he couldn't take no for an answer. He came in and tried to seduce me. Told me he just loves to devour books. But he'd gladly do the same with me. Books, sure. Maybe for breakfast, to add variety to his military fare. When I told him I wasn't interested, he got all pissed off and called me an ugly dumb savage. I only let him leave with his teeth intact to avoid proving him right. Tell you what, I'll sell you that book. But fair warning, I'll be sending his poor wife the story of Giron the Unfaithful, with a special edition forward for me. Deal? You presume a man like that can be taught reason? I'm afraid the book's lesson will be completely lost on him, if he even bothers to read it. He might just tear out a few pages every time he goes to the privy. Fine, fine. I won't make myself a hypocrite out of spite. I'll send his wife the priestess's book. May Mather at least bless her with a smooth labour, since she couldn't bless her with a decent man. Thanks for coming in. I hope to see you around again.
You doing okay?
Hi. Have you had a chance to drop by the bookshop yet? What? What is this shit? What am I supposed to do with this? Did that Rita bitch put you up to this? A savage, teaching me morals. Don't make me laugh. So I like women. What of it? What my wife doesn't know won't hurt her. Besides, what else am I supposed to do when I'm away from her for months on end? A man has needs, you know? I'm not a red priest, damn it. Take your money and get lost. I don't want to talk to you again.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything helps. Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Guard down. I will be your downfall. Your armor won't save you. I see fear. Show me what you're made of. I'll get you back. Such a cheap shot! Tis but a scratch! I will be your downfall! You'll fall to my sword! I see fear in your eyes. You'll fall to my sword. You'll fall to my sword.
So, you finally arrived. Or is it the two of you? It's a pleasure to meet you. Call me Maggot. I don't like that other name Denholm and his men insist on using. I don't know, and that bothers me a lot. But I sense something lurking inside you. Something quite terrifying, I must say. All I'm sure of is that you've been exposed to vast quantities of the weirdness and survived. And that's rare. Let's say I have certain skills when it comes to magic. Yes, the Mynheer. It responded to your presence. It reacted to you. And that's unusual. It means big changes are coming to our small Kunacht. Do you know why all those Camelot troops are here? That's right. Unfortunately, they believe that by gathering all the dying Mynheers and placing them around Camelot, they'll stand a fighting chance against the oncoming weirdness. But they don't know, or they don't want people to know, that a Mynheer is nothing but a piece of rock, unless it has been ignited by a special ritual. And if they were ignited once, they can be rekindled again. You see where I'm going with this? No. I want you to rekindle the Mynheer in Connacht. I'm too old to play a hero, but I can help you become one if you care about things like that. And I, for once, would like to stand on the right side of history. That's the problem, you see. I don't have one. The moment the Mynheer reacted to you, I felt something. As if a piece of my brain was trying to tell me something. But I couldn't quite reach it. I suddenly remembered about the Mynheer rites, the ritual I told you about, and that there were 2 scrolls that contained it. But where are they? How do I even know that? That's lost on me. So, it looks like we'd have to take a little trip into the recesses of my memory, literally. Well, not literally. As entertaining as that sounds, you won't be dissecting me. I'm talking about a journey into the subconscious, not an anatomy lesson. Just a bit of mushroom potion and poof, you're on your way. Safest option we've got, relatively speaking. I like your eagerness, but I don't exactly have the materials required for this particular kind of potion on me. It's not like I'm letting people inside my mind every day, you know. Here's what we'll need in order to make this thing work. Just grab these and bring them back and we'll see what happens. Let's see. The raspberries. We'll save those for later. Very nutritious. Perfect for the after effects. Nutrition is key, my brave friend. I'll make jam so delicious it'll knock your boots off. You'll thank me later. Wait and see. Now, it's time for us to embark on this shared journey into the self. See you on the other side.
Silly mushrooms. They whisper behind your back again. How did you lose your name? Did the fire take it?
A drink a day keeps the clarity away.
It would have happened anyway. It would have happened anyway.
Coward!
You just wanted to save your life.
You did this.
Wait! Just wait! There must be another way! What a journey it was, huh? And that King Arthur at the very end. That I did. If I remember correctly, I was trying to convince him to kill me, but I didn't really want it. I just couldn't speak because it kind of wasn't me. Anyway, it doesn't matter because the wise king was wiser than me. He didn't let me die. He just said, actually, I don't remember what he said, but I feel like I've spent ages in icy water, and now I can finally warm myself by the fire. Now, the world is going to change, my world at least, and that's all thanks to you. I am eternally grateful for that. Oh, it helped, believe me. A good trip shakes things loose I've forgotten, things I didn't even know I knew. And it turns out it's not a scroll, but a tablet split in half. One part was guarded by the druids, and the other was taken by the priestesses for safekeeping. A smart move, considering that back in the day, both the druids and the priestesses held equal power in this region. I know where you can find the part that belonged to the druids. At Sagramor's castle. He wasn't exactly a pleasant fellow, and I have no idea how the druidic half of the tablet ended up in his possession. About 200 years ago, his castle literally sank underground, and all that remains are some grim legends. But my subconscious doesn't lie. My master etched Sagramor's name onto it, so it must be the only place where that part of the tablet could be. You'd have to ask Nianti about that. She's much more knowledgeable when it comes to all that priestess stuff. Ailey's a good girl, but she's up to her elbows in work, and I doubt she's had time to dig deeper into the history of their order. So, that leaves Niante as your best option anyway.
Maybe in for a fight. Show me what you're made of. Back to your hovel, coward. I'll get you back tenfold. I will be your downfall. I see fear in your eyes. I see fear in your eyes. You'll fall to my sword. It is but a scratch. Show me what you are made of. I will be your downfall. You'll fall to my sword. Show me what you're made of. Help me. Water? Do you have anything to drink? I can't move, so I need your help. Thank you. My name is Linwood, and I've been cursed. That damned rat of a druid cursed me. I've been stuck like this for the past 2 days. No food, no drink, nothing. That bastard left me to die. It must be. Please, you have to do something. I won't be able to last for much longer.
They say he dreamed of becoming the next King Arthur, and did everything he could to live up to the name. Along the way, he encountered 3 witches posing as druids who promised him eternal life. It's likely they were quite powerful, and Sagramor struck a deal with them because, as I mentioned, one day his kingdom simply vanished from the surface of Avalon. Many adventurers have tried to find his castle. After all, how could such a massive structure just disappear? But, as you can imagine, none ever succeeded. I can only hope you will. Most of the old scriptures point to the north of Kunacht, near the old water dam. Of course, near could mean 1 mile or 10. Druids weren't exactly known for precise directions. Still, that's your best bet. You'll know you're close when the air feels heavy, like the past is still clinging to the place. That's how it usually is with old druid stuff.
A druid? Curse someone? Couldn't be me. I'm not even a druid anymore. I know a thing or two about herbs and mushrooms, but I can't for the life of me recall how to curse someone. That knowledge leaked out of me long ago, like molasses spilling from a broken jug, straight onto the floor, seeping into the gaps between the rotten boards. Red-eyed demons licking it up underneath. I don't know, to be fair. My potions tend to cause a blissful state of forgetfulness. Who is that man, anyway? What kind of curse are we talking about? Oh, no. That does sound a little familiar. You see, I had a dream where I heard the howling of demons and went out to stop the one who summoned them. I turned him into stone. So that really happened? Bagpipes. So, that was where that infernal howling came from. It felt as if my very soul were being torn out through my ears with red-hot irons. I must have unconsciously dived into the recesses of my memory and reached for the long-forgotten knowledge about curses. Incredible, isn't it? How a mixture of herbs and mushrooms can open the mind so profoundly. Yes, fortunately, such a curse is much easier to remove than to cast. Wait a moment. I should have all the ingredients for... What was I... Oh, yes. The ingredients for a certain concoction. There. Take this potion and pour it down his throat. It'll burn all the way down, but there's no other way. You see, it needs to burn in order to dissolve the reality in which the curse keeps him immobile.
Do you have any ideas for how to remove the curse? What? I'm supposed to just forgive and forget? Let him keep turning people into stone willy-nilly? Oh, fine. Have it your way. Even though I don't understand why you'd defend that tree hugger, I won't report him to the authorities. All I want is to be able to move my legs again. Give me that potion. It can't get any worse, I think. Oh, Mother's mercy! What is this? Are you trying to kill me? Wait! Something's happening! I can feel my fingers! Thank you. I don't have much, but please, take these coins. Tell me, where did you get this potion? Perhaps it doesn't. What truly matters is that I can move again. Thank you. May the All-Mother guide your path.
You disturbed my peace.
I'll strike you down! This fight is mine! Such a cheap shot! My shield is a fortress! You'll fall to my sword! An insult!
Your soul is diseased. There is something poisoning it. But it isn't the Red Death, is it? I can't sense that in you. Yet I detect a trace of wordness. It looks like your fate was sealed. But then something shifted your life's direction. You're an intriguing one. I am Carla. My loyal helpers. I'm not so proud as to call them worshippers. But if you ask the outsiders, they might say my helpers are just poor souls, bewitched by an evil Pictish witch. Oh, don't believe in superstitions. They're simply grateful because I cured them of the Red Death. Nothing more. Those close to the wordness can be cured. It's a skill known among the Picts. Oh yes. As you can see, the wordness can be a force for good, too. It's such a shame that with the druids gone, we've also lost the hope of fully harnessing this potential. Oh, I'm not quite sure how I do it myself. It seems like the Red Death and the wordness somehow complement each other. The eyes of those afflicted show a unique kind of pain, unlike anything else. Even in those who've recovered, you can still see the vestiges of their suffering. The Red Priests say the Red Death affects both the mind and the body. They are right about that. What spreads through your body is something more. It touches the very essence of one's soul. I'm afraid there's not much that can help with such a condition. Come back again.
Weird lanterns? Oh, sure, I know about them. They're everywhere these days. Simple tools to keep the weirdness at bay. But, how to make them? That's where things get tricky. I used to know. I had the recipe from my old master, back when I was a proper druid. But it's been years, and my memory's not what it used to be. Sold the recipe, too. Gave it to a merchant named Alwyn. He's got a thing for druidic artifacts, though you won't hear him bragging about it in public. If you want that recipe, you'll have to deal with Alwyn. But don't expect it to come cheap. He guards his treasures like a dragon hoarding gold.
Always a pleasure to see you. Hello there. Looking for solid, affordable gear? You've come to the right place. Ah, but where are my manners? I'm Alwyn, and you, my dear stranger, look like you are in dire need of a resupply. Hello there. Looking for something special today? Weird lantern recipe. That's an interesting claim. I assure you I've never dealt in such peculiar items. Now, if that is all, I'm a busy man. Good day. Save lives, you say? I may be a businessman, but even I can see the value in preserving my customer base. Very well, you'll have the recipe, but only because I'm feeling generous today. Let's call it an act of goodwill. Well, the men here doesn't seem to be on the verge of dying anymore, and with the Camelocians around, business is booming. The longer they stick around with nothing to spend their coin on but our stalls, the better for us. It's a bit of a shame I'll have to delay visiting my brother at the Horns of the South, but he'll understand. He always says he can't leave his stall for even a single day. Safe journeys, friend. I'll be here when you need me.
What brings you this way?
Help a soul out on your journey, will you? Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Oh? You managed to extract coherent information from that druid who insists he isn't a druid? Remarkable. In any case, this truly is good news, especially for us. A ritual that works on one menhir should work on all of them. You must bring the tablets to me, not to him. We'll use them in Camelot for many menhirs, ensuring the safety of nearly the whole population of Avalon. If you give them to Maggot, only Cunoct would benefit. Do you really want to doom all of Avalon for the sake of one small town? I'll await your return.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine. Just passing through? Good.
You're here. Let me look at you. You seem to have recovered after whatever happened at the Menhir. The All-Mother herself must be watching over you. Whatever the All-Mother wanted you to see is between you and her. I can only accept and work with the outcome. Besides, I'm more concerned with the impact your little spectacle had on the sentiments in the village. You've given people hope. Only time will tell if that was misguided or what the consequences will be if it proves true. I wouldn't know. It does sound like typical druid nonsense. Split the knowledge so nobody has a full picture, and then act surprised when everything falls apart. If anywhere, it'll be at the temple of the All-Mother, or what's left after its fall. When corruption spreads there, my sisters who served became something else. Abandon this quest while you still can. Whatever you seek there isn't worth what this twisted place will do to you. Wait, that didn't scare you off? I feel ashamed, even thinking about asking you for help. But maybe the Menhir's reaction to your arrival was a sign from the All-Mother. Maybe you are someone who can help. You never asked me whose grave it is. I come here because it's a reminder of how I failed those who counted on me, and I should feel sorrow, guilt, something. But the truth is, I lost part of myself long before Maeve was taken. I stand here. I wait for a feeling to appear, and nothing comes to me. Not ever. At the corrupted temple, something happened when I was still a priestess out there. I feel like something was taken from me, ripped from my very soul. And I've been hearing her voice ever since. Lorelia. I don't remember. I should, but the memory eludes me. She's calling to me, but I can't answer. Help me, please. I need you to go to the corrupted temple. Find her. Find out what she wants from me. Because I fear what I'll find. If she's calling for me, it means facing something I'm not ready for. But you might see the truth more clearly than I can. Thank you. Whatever this is, it has haunted me long enough. You shouldn't listen to that lunatic. Every time I see him, he's under the influence of goddess only knows what. I suppose he's right, and the Menhir really can be reignited. Then what? This land is dying and barely produces any crops. Menhir or not, I can't see a future for Kunad. He would need a miracle to survive. Relocation would be the best outcome for everyone. There is more than one way to spread the All-Mother's grace. Why shouldn't a priestess take part in leading the people she serves? Lord Yvain is in a precarious situation. He needs all the support he can get, and supporting him in this endeavor only benefits the residents of Kunord. Besides, my apprentice Ailey is very talented and can handle all the matters that require a more hands-on approach perfectly well. Here lies Lady Maeve, wife of Lord Yvain Tarion, my dearest friend, the one I couldn't help. I'm wondering the same. I thought I'd find solace, or perhaps even grief, but all I feel is numbness. Go with her blessing.
My voice. Find my voice. They have it, twisted it, and now speak in my name. But their words are not mine. Find my body, once undying, now rotting in endless torment. Free it. End this agony.
how lost you are. How clumsy. If you seek salvation in the blessing of the All-Mother, then I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place.
This temple isn't blessed anymore. It's tainted and rotten. Try to leave while you still draw breath. Do not repeat the same mistakes I made. For if you do, a fate worse than death will befall you.
Who am I? Who am I?
I'm Kireth.
I sought a way to help the priestesses, to reverse the weirdness that corrupted them. I was a naive fool, and now I pay the price.
An ascension of a different kind. Perhaps the only one that truly exists.
The All-Mother took on an accursed form and revealed herself to the priestesses. A truly wicked theophany. You do not want to know. It's not a decent thing to say out loud. Trust me, do not follow in my footsteps. Do not listen to the singworm's songs. Our sins should remain our own affair. No holy one can erase them with a blessed gesture or word.
Now I know that.
I believed that faith is nothing more than magic. So if someone's flame of faith was strong enough to care for others,
perhaps the fire could be kindled once more to free them from corruption, but I failed. Oh, I suspect that to break the seal that keeps me here, one must first possess a sin.
But whether you are sinful enough, that is not for me to judge. The Frithir, however, knows much about sin.
Still, I can't ask you to do this for me. It would be best if you simply left this place.
What happened? My oath. My purpose. It's gone. A knight of the Round Table. I proudly bore the name Percival in honor of my predecessors who served King Arthur. Like the first Percival, I set out in search of the Holy Grail. My path led me here, to the very temple where my father once wanted to send me for priestly studies. I never felt a calling then. But this time, I heard something calling me. I thought it was the Grail, but it was her, whose sword-wielding hand I was to become. False goddess. An abomination, pretending to be the All-Mother, corrupting priestesses' minds. A Four-Dweller. One of those four-armed creatures King Arthur fought when he first arrived on Avalon. The kind I'd only read about in old texts. I did. I challenged her to a fight for claiming to be a goddess. For poisoning the minds of the innocent. She said she would prove that she was the only goddess here. She forced her way into my mind, and made me vow that if I lost, I would become her paladin and serve my only true All-Mother forever. I was vanquished. I knelt powerless before the false All-Mother as she pierced me with a blade. I was to carry it within me always as a sign of whose power I am now under. Perhaps, if you face her, fight fiercer and strike harder than I did. Above all, don't let her into your mind, or she will turn your own body against you. I spent countless years trapped in the prison of my own body. Bound to her service, where I found the truth. The only truth worth knowing. I was blessed with her presence. I warmed myself in her radiance. Why did you take it from me? Why? I'm sorry. The oath I swore to the false All-Mother. I can still feel its binding. Even my death did not entirely free me from it. I pray it is so. Otherwise, I am nothing but a damned soul. Bound to this place for eternity. Now, having regained my former self, the torment will be all the greater. Is it punishment for surrendering my mind to a false deity? You could ask the All-Mother to forgive me. Beg her to grant me the honor of being in her presence once more. No. Kill her. Kill the false goddess. Please. I trust in you. May the true goddess guide you.
Please. I need to escape. Help me. Such humiliation is unworthy of anyone.